Coffee's done.
Yep. Hey yo! Here we are at Pearl of Wisdom show, the NHL Pearl of Wisdom show. Just coincidentally, I am Pearl of Wisdom, and yeah, it's amazing how that happens, eh? The show just happens to
Co-
be the same name as mine.
Coincidentally, it
Yeah,
just so happens to be.
yeah, just like the Steel Flyers All Sports Network just happens to be the same name as yours. It's
What do
crazy
you know?
coincidences that happen here.
Gosh, imagine how that just works out like that. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Hey,
How you
Mike.
doing, brother?
How you doing, buddy?
Oh
Welcome
man.
back in here from yesterday. Mike was a first timer yesterday.
Yeah, we got. I saw you guys had some good folks coming in here, getting some good prognostications going on here, and
Yeah.
yeah, man, all good. I can't wait to start talking about some hockey. We had some awesome things happen yesterday, not just on the ice, but off the ice. Some things happened as well too. So wow, there's a lot of stuff to talk about, man. Plus, we got a lot of games coming up here too.
Yes, this is getting to crunch time for a whole lot of teams. Doing picks today is going to be a lot of fun. Talking about the games, there's going to be a lot of weird stuff coming up the next little while. Like this time of year is when you get those teams that are out of it, and they have the young guys come in, and they want to play. They want to make the big NHL check, right? And just make it. Period. And so you get surprise wins, and every game is like a playoff game. It's going to be a blast. Um, by the way, everybody, if you can't get to your picks here later on, if you go, I'll keep on reminding you in the chat, because for some you can't post links in the chat. They don't let you. Like, you can post it, but nobody can click on it. So
Oh,
what we've done is, my last video I did, my picks video. First, you're gonna have to subscribe to me. That's the first thing. Then you'll have to go to the first video I did, last video I did, I should say, and pinned at the top there is a survey, and you can put your picks in there. And you can thank Mr. Hockey News Reports, who
thank
by
you.
who by the way is now a moderator, the first moderator for the Perlo Show. So, woo! Perlo dance. Yay! Yeah, so you can put them in there. That way you don't miss anything and all that. I highly recommend you stick around for the frolic here, though, because you don't get the fabulous prizes if you're not in the chat. That's still the way it is. So, and
Always a catch, man.
yeah,
Always a
you
catch.
still got to be in the chat to get the fabulous prizes.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Mister. Got to be in the chat.
Okay, what's his name now? The not Cogliano, Kajula. Craig Kajula this morning had a frightful wake up in the morning. Although it was like double-edged sword sort of thing. Like, his agent, when he called in the morning, said, because he was put on waivers by the Arizona Coyote last night. Okay,
Yeah.
played for Edmonton, played for Chicago, now got put on waivers by Arizona. So he's going to bed going, oh man, I don't want, I hope I don't go to the minors, because you don't make the NHL money, right? Or actually, I think he might be on a one-way contract, so I think he's fine. So
Yeah, depending.
then he gets a phone call in the morning saying, I have good news, and, well, doesn't he just tell you? Something like that, I imagine, the agent. He goes, oh, your good news is you're staying in the NHL. Sort of. The,
Sort of.
yes. The other news is that the Buffalo Sabres picked you up off waivers. Yeah.
Uh,
Just imagine waking up to that.
can you
Like, what a mixed bunch of emotions going on there, man.
yeah, because you're thankful and happy that you're still playing in the NHL,
But barely. Barely.
but but
Yeah.
because I was just my first question to you was going to be, well, what's sort of in the NHL mean? What does that mean to be
Yeah,
sort of in the NHL?
because
What?
Buffalo is sort of an NHL team. Technically, is an NHL
Oh,
team.
okay, I got you. All
Yeah,
right, I got you. All right.
technically they're an NHL team, but on paper, not so much. And
Not so much.
the whole culture. Although I am hearing that this new coach, um, his name has escaped me now, Groton or Granado. Sorry, Granado.
Oh,
Apparently,
for Buffalo.
yeah, apparently he is doing a lot to change the culture there right now. So
Sure seems like it.
yeah, maybe it's not coming out on the ice right now, but he's really working on giving people just come in with the right attitude, with all of those, just the right personality, remembering where what you are, how you got here, why you got here, all of those sort of things like that. In this situation, as a coach, you almost have to say there's nobody. What the results on the ice right now we'll work on, but nobody's a loser here. You're in the NHL. You didn't make it to the NHL for nothing. You know what I mean? Like you can't make
You
it to
know,
the NHL and be a loser. You are extremely successful to be
because
here.
exactly because the fact that you are on an NHL team makes you all the way better for the most part than anybody that's playing in any of the lower leagues
Yeah,
because they're playing in the lower leagues.
that's right. Yeah,
Okay, now, not saying that people do or don't deserve to be in the NHL, but when you get your shot, you got to make the most of it. Congratulations on getting your shot. You've obviously done enough things to get to that point so that you can get a shot.
yeah,
And, for a lot of guys, they don't get that shot.
that's right. Yeah,
So thankful that you're still in the NHL, sort of or not. You're still playing in the NHL. You still get to collect a paycheck.
yeah, all of those things like that. Yeah. So just building up confidence in that room and
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
So there's so much that has to be done there. Sasha, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, man. Here we
Show
go.
to the Perlocopter, as Sasha always says. Yes.
I
Yeah.
love it, man. That's
To the
why I
Perl.
love hopping on here, man, because look, I remember when I first got started and you've already been doing this stuff and I was like, yeah, I met this guy Perlo and he's like, yeah. Well, why don't you come on and we'll do a couple of shows together and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And we started talking about ownership
Yeah.
and crazy stuff that nobody else was talking about. And we are like, yeah, all right, well, this is okay.
Yeah. We
We
still
do
got.
okay.
We got to go back to do some more of that for sure.
Yeah,
Things are so
yeah,
busy with the website and we're growing and everything, and it's hard to sometimes even get them up. I don't. This is what I do, and then the picks videos or whatever. But this is what I do now, and
yeah, man.
I never realized how busy it is. It's fun, but it's sure busy. Uh,
Exactly.
yeah, and you
But
guys
you know
make
what
it
though? The
all.
attention to detail and the fact that you get the same group of people that keep coming back and it keeps continuing to grow. It's
Oh yeah,
because of the people that you bring in here.
oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean? All the great people that come to watch this show, man. This is why I like tuning in, even if I can't be on. I still like to have it running. Because
yeah.
I just like to hear the banter and I like everybody that comes in and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So thank you everybody for subscribing. Please, there's going to be some great updates coming to the Steel Flyers All Sports Network website. We're going to be able to display uh, all the teams for all the leagues, meaning Major League Baseball, NHL, AHL, and NFL. Okay,
Yeah,
and Major League Baseball as well too. Okay, and we're gonna have coverage for all of that, and so it's it's growing because of what everybody has been doing here. It's growing because of all of you people out there, all of your subscriptions, all of your likes, all of your comments, all of your follows. Really appreciate that. Really can't say enough and can't thank you guys enough for doing all that. So thank you.
absolutely. You guys are awesome. Um, okay, so
Let's get
holy
into
man,
it, man.
how
I'm
many
ready.
games? We got 9 games to go over, so
I know. Let's go. Let's
we gotta
go.
get on it. Okay, Okay, like I said, anybody out there right now, you go to my last video that I did, go into the chat on the top, you'll find pinned, and you can put your picks on there, in there.
Oh, okay, cool.
If you're not going to be here, you can put them all in there real quick. If you want, you can hang out here or whatever. So,
Yeah.
okay, all right, let's get to the
Let's rock
days.
and roll. Are you ready? Here we go. The first game up on the docket is the New Jersey Devils 6, Buffalo Sabres 3. That was the final score.
What a weird game that was. Weird game for the
Right.
people playing. Like how weird because you just had you still got Taylor Hall in not playing because stewing around there, you know, knowing that he's going to be traded, and then New Jersey just had their one of their heart and soul for the last how many years? A lot of years, like 15
Well,
years.
yeah.
Zajac,
Zajac and Palmieri, both of them.
both of them have been. Palmieri's been around for a while, but Zajac was like part of the furniture there, and a big leader in that room, and that's it's an odd experience or feeling, and there's so many emotions going on because now you got some young players that are like they don't want to be too happy, but they've got an opportunity now to find their spot in New Jersey. And a lot of other players that are there going, waking up to the realization because as a player, you never think that you're not a playoff team, and then
Yeah,
because you're all that's just can't be where a player's mindset is. Most
exactly.
most players, anyways. But
Yeah. No, no, I'm with you.
when you have something like that happens, it pretty much just that's like the final nail, right? And
Yeah.
you kind of get that empty feeling inside that all the work you've done this season is now we're just trying to build for next season and all that kind of stuff like that. So
Well, here's the thing, though. I think this was a good move for both teams because even though New Jersey really kind of everybody's like, oh, they got, two relatively older players, or not necessarily NHL players, or more AHL players for the most part. And they did get a conditional fourth round draft pick. And then they also got a first round draft pick, which gives New Jersey two first round draft picks. So they already have one of the worst records in the NHL as it is. So they're gonna be guaranteed a pretty decent spot as it is. And then the general manager of the New Jersey came out and said that he hopes that the number one draft pick that he gets is 32nd, based off of the New York Islanders winning the cup.
nice,
Right. Yeah, that
nice.
was really because he hoped that Zajac and Palmieri were able to go on to the Islanders and be on a contender and
Yeah,
win a cup. You know what I
Fitzgerald,
mean?
yeah, Fitzgerald,
Right.
yeah.
So no matter what, New Jersey's going to get a bottom first round pick, and then whatever their first round pick is going to be.
Yeah,
So that gives them two.
that's classy though. That's very
Right.
classy. Very
Very
classy.
classy. But that I think it's going to benefit New Jersey for next year because they're going to get another first round draft pick. And it's going to benefit the Islanders because they were able to fill the hole there that Anders Lee created when he went down for the year with his injury. And that also opened up almost $8 million in cap space, and the Islanders were like, "Ooh, money! We'll take him, and we'll take
Yeah,
him."
yeah,
And that's kind of what they did. And I like the fact that they didn't wait around for no trade deadline. They made it happen right now.
yeah, yeah. But as we were saying yesterday, and yeah, I mean, Mike called it. We called it too when I had John from Off the Wall on. We said that
Yeah.
I I I think we both said, but I certainly said that I thought Palmieri was going to the Islanders. I was almost positive of that. And the reason why is because what you just saw with Fitzgerald there. Very classy. He's going to do what's best for his players. He finds out to be best for the organization. And that doesn't necessarily mean getting the most assets from any team. You got young players right now that just saw, you know, know what Zajac meant to that organization and what he's done for that organization. and Fitzgerald does what's best for Zajac as well, and basically
Yeah,
sends a message to these young players, which really helps come contract time, by the way. We got your back, right? So that has more value than maybe an extra second round pick or an extra prospect a lot of the time. Can have huge value because a team can now, when you go into contract talks, somebody like Hughes or whatever, they can say, shave off $1 million off that contract, knowing that the grass is not always greener, and the grass is really green here.
exactly, exactly. So, who do we got on the winners and the losers on this one here? So,
Oh,
the New
right.
Jersey Devils 6 and the Buffalo Sabres 3.
Well, uh, Jacket almost got the score right, but he didn't. He had Sabres 5-3. Mercer had Sabres 3-2. Mike had the Devils. Mike got 2 points, and by the way, I'll be posting the scores. We have the scores after the break. I'll be posting the scores.
Okay,
Um,
good.
you had the Sabres. CL had the Devils 4-2.
That was close.
Yeah, and I had the Sabres 3-0. I really
Oh,
liked. I really liked I got messed up because when they said that Dell was going to be in net, I switched my pick to the Sabres. And
okay.
Dell played actually pretty well, and the Sabres did not play well.
Right. That's the way it goes.
Yeah. So, and that part of that had to do with the fact that it's still so many things are up in the air in Buffalo, where in New Jersey things have been there. It's over now, sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We know what happened. So,
Now let's go to the other end of that trade, which was the Kyle Palmieri and Travis Sajak uh, debut for the New York Islanders against the Philadelphia Flyers.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's the next game you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the next game.
Right. I just wanted to mention Pavel Zacha scored 2 goals last night. Watch that kid break out now that there's no veterans in his way. I have a feeling he's going to really do some
For
things
New
in New
Jersey.
Jersey. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Philadelphia 2 and New York Islanders 3. That was the final in the shootout.
Right.
So who won this one? Who do we get for this?
Okay.
Who all called this?
We had Jacket at 3-1 Islanders. Close. I had 5-1 Islanders.
Okay.
Uh, Everybody had the Isles except Hockey News Reports and CL had Philadelphia, and nobody got 3-2 Islanders, really? Wow, that's a popular score. Nobody hit it.
Oh yeah, because that usually is one of those scores where everybody kind of yeah
It's
okay
the most common score in hockey.
right
3-2.
I got you. What I like about this is the fact that the Islanders were able to say, well, we need some help here. We have a hole to fill, and let's go fill it, and let's try to make this happen. They are first place in the division, so I actually picked the Islanders to win the East at the beginning of the season, and they are looking like they are full steam ahead of doing just that, winning the East.
Yeah, well, now that they made that trade, and that was what they think needed to happen is to get more depth there because they were using their main guys a lot. Like the problem with the island is they don't have much down lower than their roster to bring up. So they end up using their guys on their roster a little too much, and they end up fading down the stretch. This should alleviate that quite a bit by bringing in Zajac and Palmieri. So that'll help out an awful lot. They're going to give some guys some rest. Weird. Who did they send down? They sent somebody strange down last night to the when they made after they made that trade. I'm going to look at the box score here. They kept up. And this is why, if, as I Komarov, they kept Komarov up, and they put oh Ross Johnson. I don't know who it was now. I'll have to look it up. But they kept Komarov up for some reason, and they put one of their younger players down, and that's probably just to give them some rest. You know, Komarov has
Yeah,
played in the league long enough that he's used to pacing themselves. Young players quite often it takes a while to learn how to pace yourself through a season, so you don't burn yourself out early.
exactly,
And
exactly.
so that's probably why. And that's what the Islanders needed was to have. Oh, you know what it was? It was Wallstrom,
Oh, okay.
who has been playing very well, but he's young. His body's just getting used to playing in the NHL. So they're giving him a bit of a break. Nothing to do with
Yeah,
his performance, but
just a break.
yeah. So,
Okay.
anyways, I thought, you watched the game, obviously. I watched some of it. You would have watched more than I did. What did you think about Philadelphia last night?
Okay. I actually had to watch bits and pieces of this game because we were in the process of recording Hockey Writers Inc. last evening. So I only got to watch a little bit of the game. And from what I saw, I mean, look, the Flyers have good individuals on their team that if they play can look good together. I really was not expecting Philadelphia to tie this game at all.
Yeah,
Um, when the Islanders went up 2-0, I thought, well, here we go. Right back into the same old. And then okay, then a goal was scored, and then another goal was scored, and then okay. And Carter Hart looked really good. He was very confident in net. He was square to the shooter, which is something we haven't seen in a little bit. He had good glove hand, which is something we haven't seen in a little bit. You know what I mean? So the break helped Carter Hart, but I really think that the Flyers take one step forward and then 6 steps back, and then take one step forward and then 6 steps back.
yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't really matter if you win one game. You need to string a couple of games together, and you can't be giving up points to the teams that are ahead of you.
right.
So they're doing all the wrong things here. And even though they did get a point, and they got 1 point ahead of the Rangers, okay. Because the Rangers lost, but so what? I think the Rangers are a better team this year than the Flyers, I think so.
Yeah, there were some positives I took off. They played one of their better games defensively last night. Carter Hart looked good. That's really the big thing to me. Okay, all
Yeah.
right, things didn't work out this season. Whatever the case may be, it's sort of like when you have bad news. If you have bad news for someone, especially when I was young, if I had bad news from my mom, I learned to make her think it was a lot worse than the news I was going to give her.
Okay, so that the news you gave was kind of a
Kind of a relief. Yeah,
yeah, like,
exactly.
oh, okay, it wasn't as bad as we originally were led to believe it was going to be.
Yeah, like if somebody said, if you're gonna leave for 3 days and not tell your parents, do it for 2 weeks. Then when you
I mean, let the crime fit the punishment,
Th-
right?
then when you come back, they're gonna think you were dead and be happy you're alive.
Oh my God. No, we are not advocating that you do that at all. Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh,
So,
man.
anyways, I'm gonna put this into perspective of what we're talking about, bringing it back to what we're talking about. Carter Hart looked really bad this year. I was really worried for him and all of that. Having him look good
Yeah.
almost makes the season like, okay, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah,
Because
like,
without Carter Hart, we're screwed. Like we're done.
oh, well.
Future, whatever. So
Oh, well.
having him back in
Time
looking
out on that
good
one, my friend,
and having
because
look good and all that stuff like that to me I think it's going to be okay. I think Carter Hart's going to be okay and everything will be fine. They can make some moves and everything like that. But if we don't have Carter Hart running, it don't matter what we do, honestly.
okay, well, I will say this. I'm just going to say one word, Yvonne.
Oh, yeah, you got the kid down there, yeah. Yeah, but we don't know for sure. And we've already had enough of this goaltenders waiting for the next one stuff.
But he would be available.
Fedotenko or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Fedorov,
Fedov.
Ivan Fedorov.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go to the next game then.
Okay. So we got Pittsburgh versus the New York
Oh, wait a sec.
Rangers.
Wait, I wanted to see one thing. How much did they play those guys yesterday? Sajak got 12 minutes. He didn't play them all that much yesterday, which makes sense. It's just getting
Well,
his feet wet.
yeah, they're still learning the system and everything like that too.
He's
So I
36 years old. He may not play overly a lot of minutes anyways. Palmieri did play 15 minutes last night. So,
okay.
yeah. Okay.
So we're on to the Penguins and the Rangers. Yeah.
Yep. Penguins and Rangers. So, the score of this
Pittsburgh
game
was
was
5-2 over the Rangers.
re-
5-2.
really the Penguins always I have as much they always impress me. They really do. Like this was a spot where you could lose. They could lose this game and people would understand, but they got an attitude there. If we really want to talk about Philadelphia, we feeding off the attitude of the Pittsburgh Penguins, and having people like that in that have this gonna win every game attitude regardless, no excuses. That's what I get from the Pittsburgh Penguins. Anyways, it was 5-2.
Yeah.
Nobody had 5-2. Jack had the Pengs 5-4. Mercer had the Rangers 5-3. I had the Rangers 4-3. I really thought the Rangers were going to win that one. CL was the closest at 4-2. No, he wasn't. He had the Rangers. Steele, you were. You were the closest at 4-2. Did you have the Rangers? Do you remember? Penguins. You had the Penguins. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mike had 4-3 Penguins. So Mikey
So I
and
was off by one goal. I
yeah,
had 4-2 Penguins. Oh man.
yeah.
Well, doesn't that just figure?
So
Whatever.
Jari, like I don't know. It's like the reason why I say that is we said before the season started, and I still stand by it. On paper, this team should not be a playoff team. Simple as that.
Exactly. The thing of it is, though, is this. They have played well against the lower end teams like the Flyers, like the Rangers, like the Buffaloes, like the New Jerseys.
Yeah.
Okay. When it comes to the Bostons and the Islanders and the Capitals, those games are a little bit tougher.
Yeah. But they
You
don't
know.
lose the ones they should be winning. And the Penguins have always
Well,
been like
right.
that.
Well, right. You know what I mean? That's the other thing too. Here's another thing too, especially with Pittsburgh, with as many with the injuries they have of Malkin and with
Yeah.
Kapanen not being playing as well too, and then Jari now coming back from being out for a little bit.
Kapanen's injured actually too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I I don't know, man. I really we thought that New York would be better, was going to be more of a better team this year as well, that they would be more in contention than what they are. It just, I don't know. They seem like they should be able to be there, but they just go in spurts like another team. I'm not going to mention any names.
The
So,
Rangers, you mean? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, but they're
yeah,
young. You can make a case for that. Okay, yeah,
true.
they're young. They're growing. That's
And their
understandable.
goalie's really young, too.
Yeah, yeah. What's a redeemed Saharna? Apparently it scored a goal last night. Uh, I've never heard of
It,
him, and he's got 2 goals in 3 games.
how
It's
you doing?
it's stuff like that. Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. It's stuff like that. Pittsburgh just gets it done. Ivan Rodriguez scored 5 goals so far this year. I don't think he scored 5 goals all year in Buffalo. He never really looked great there. He looks not bad. I've mentioned it before. They go grab two of the worst defensemen that played a regular shift in the NHL last year and turn them into decent defensemen this year. Like this team just finds a way to get everything done. They have a great attitude and culture in that room. And that's what a lot of teams need, but Philadelphia for sure has to find that.
I'm with you. And now that with Pittsburgh, with Ron Hextall as their new general manager, I really for feel that yes, that is a real word for feel.
Yeah, for
That
feel. Yeah.
that Pittsburgh is probably going to do something here at the trade deadline, whether
Yeah,
it's a depth player or a goalie, or it just feels like they're going to do something.
yeah, I think they'll go. They said they're not going to trade top draft picks and they're not going to trade prospects.
Well,
So,
right, but
but
we'll see.
it'll be interesting what they might pick up. There's a couple people in Chicago, guys in Chicago there. If they happen to miss it, I mean, there's a couple guys out there that they could get for depth. I really think they're the ones that are going to be going for like Bobby Ryan. Bobby Ryan
Yeah.
would be a good feel good. Somebody brought that up for us actually in the chat. Somebody brought that up in the chat.
Yeah,
Bobby
we talked
Ryan was
about that too. We talked about that too on the Hockey
Jeff
Writers Inc.
Jeff
show.
Skinner should go to the Pens. Yeah, that might make Hockey News Report says Jeff Skinner should go to the Pens. Yeah. What were you gonna say? Sorry, I jumped on you there.
No, that's okay. I don't remember anymore. It's
Oh,
gone. Sorry.
sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
Is
No, that's
Bobby
okay.
Ryan out for the season now?
Oh yeah, we talked about that. No, he was hurt for a little bit, but then I think he came back.
Yeah, but maybe he is. I didn't know. I thought I knew he was injured. I didn't know he was out for the season.
Oh, I didn't know that
Oh,
either.
that's too
Hmm.
bad. So
Okay.
I guess they
So,
won't.
yeah, I guess not. So the next game here is the Boston Bruins versus the Capitals,
Yes.
and we got Boston 4, Washington 2.
Yeah. Surprise the heck out of me.
How about that Swayman?
Two wins in your first two games, stopping like nobody's business out there. What do they got here? Is this the magic that There's always the magic in Boston, right? Whenever you think they're out, whenever you think they're down, they do something like this. They got some Swayman in their back pocket that goes on a 14-0. You know what I mean?
And yeah, it does always kind of seem like they just seem to be able to pull that particular issue out of their hat there and say, "Oh, well, we need this," and bang, suddenly they have that available to them.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. Like
what? How
Rask,
do you guys do that?
I think Rask's career, it's possible, could be over. This back issue that he has, actually, it's possible.
I
And
was thinking that because he missed some time last year for the same thing too.
8 goals away from Toby Villara. Thanks. Hey, welcome, Toby Villara. I haven't seen you for a day or two. 8 goals away from the all-time power play goal list. I would have to say, uh, without a doubt, he is the best power play goal scorer of all time. No doubt about it.
Wait a minute, hold on. Welcome, Toby, but it's like, what do you have? Radar? We just now start talking about the freaking Capitals now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because that's my buddy Toby. He's a big old Caps fan, and so yeah, it just so happens we're talking about the Capitals, and
Oh,
hey,
is Toby a Caps fan?
oh yeah,
Okay, so he
oh
knows
yeah,
that stat well. But
yeah. See, oh,
I
welcome to our.
personally think I have never seen anybody score goals like Ovechkin.
Oh, that's good.
And now there's a lot of players I haven't seen. I'm just talking about who I've seen. That includes Mike Bossy, who was great. That
Ah,
includes Hall, who was great. I've never seen. Now I could be changing that real quick with Austin Matthews though. That guy is insane.
look, I'm gonna tell you something. I was privy to being able to watch some really good hockey players in my time,
Yeah,
and I was able to watch Mario Lemieux play,
yeah. The,
and that guy just, gosh, he just made it look so easy.
oh, that's the thing about Mario Lemieux.
I mean, he would just float down the ice,
Yeah,
and even when he was on a breakaway and he was faster than everybody else, it didn't matter because it looked like the goalie was moving in slow motion, and he just put the puck wherever he wanted. Oh, it's going to go here. You know what I mean? Watching a guy like that play, is one of the coolest things to see. Peter Forsberg was another one that was just magical with the puck and how he was able to score. And I mean, look, I know we're not talking about guys that are at Ovechkin's level, scoring that many goals. But when you talk about people that can put the puck in the net, you know what I mean? Ovechkin is scoring a lot of the, yeah, he has good goals, but he's been scoring dirty goals. I mean, you got to be able to get all kinds of goals and all kinds of stuff for
Yeah,
that many numbers,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. But
So,
as
but I
a
mean,
as a pure shooter though, he is just magical. You know.
yeah, 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 yeah. Can't disagree
Some
with
of
you
the
on that
guys
one there.
you just mentioned maybe even score in more ways than Ovechkin did, but as a pure shooter, he was just magical. Like Forsberg and Mario Lemieux, I agree with you. I think Mario Lemieux was the most natural talent I've ever seen. He was just naturally talented. It was so incredible. I mean, not that he didn't work hard either, but like you said, it was just so effortless to watch him play. You almost forgot. It was like it looked like he so much like he wasn't trying. You know, it was crazy.
Exactly,
It was
exactly. So how did we fare on this one, man? Boston 4, Capitals 2.
right. Okay. We had. Did somebody? Oh no, I had the score right, but I didn't have. Nobody took Boston at all. Nobody. I did have the score right. I got 2 points. But nobody took Boston. No, sorry.
Uh,
I am sorry. Jacket. I wonder if Jacket's out there. Is Jacket out there? I
I
haven't
haven't
seen him.
seen yet. I haven't seen yet. No.
He had the Bruins. He had the Bruins 3-2.
Okay.
Close, 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 close. But anyways, going to that game real quick because I know we got to get moving here. Uh, I really, the Washington Capitals are weird to me. They talk about a team who can win the ones they're not supposed to, but don't like a team that plays down to their competition. It's,
That's a good way to put it.
they really should have crushed Boston last night. They had no McAvoy.
Yeah. I mean, and Boston's been kind of, you know what I'm saying, and but that's Swayman. I mean, he was the difference maker in this for sure. It was very even on shots, 32 to 33.
Yeah,
So it was not like territorially there was this huge blowout. You know what I mean? Capitals had 2 power plays on 7 attempts, and Boston had one on 4. So that they hits were pretty decently close. You know what I mean? It's like Boston came out at the very beginning of the game and blew it out, man. First period, first 2 goals. Second period, the second goal, and then Ovechkin just said, "Okay, I'm gonna score." And then Boston just dominated this game basically from the first period, and then Washington was not able to catch up.
yeah, but it seems like it's that Washington doesn't have that sense of urgency, and that might have a lot to do with the when you win in the playoffs, like we talk about with Tampa Bay sometimes. But it happens
That's
with
possible.
Washington more than I don't more than any team that I can think of besides the Flyers. I mean, or this year. But I mean, as a whole, over time, they do this a lot. They drop the ball a lot. They still make it, but they drop the ball in games that they really should have a lot.
But
Anyways,
see, I thought that's what Laviolette was brought in to try to prevent that from happening.
Laviolette is trying to prevent that from happening. Every coach they've had has come in and tried to. Even the great Barry Trotz didn't stop that in the regular season as really that much. They just got on a roll in the playoffs.
Yeah,
You know,
got hot when they needed to. All
got
right.
hot when they needed to. Yeah. So
Okay.
next one, Canes versus Panthers, and I watched quite a bit of this game because I love this division. I love this matchup. We've talked about it quite a bit how we both really enjoy these two teams.
Exactly.
But the Hurricanes last night to me showed a team that is getting dialed in kind of like the Islanders. I really think this team could win a cup. I really do.
Carolina.
Carolina. Did I say Panthers?
Yeah, no, no, no. I was just making sure that's who you were talking about.
Carolina.
Um, yeah. Here's the best thing too. Man, we we never really we were kind of on the fence here with Carolina at the beginning of the season. We weren't really sure because we were kind of a little bit doubting their goaltending. But it doesn't seem to matter who Carolina puts back there behind in the pipes. They just seem to be able to stop the puck. You know what I mean? And the fact that the Mrazek was not the most consistent goalie, even though he missed some time. When he's been in there, he's played well. And everybody that they seem to have brought in to play goal for Carolina has played very well. So that I think has been their, if you could call that their weakness, but then it's also been their strength, where it doesn't seem to matter. They can just plug in the next guy and he has a good game and they win.
Yeah. Oh, Toby says it's tough to watch in the Caps. They're so iffy week to week. Yeah, that's a great way of putting it, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I still think that I would rather see like Nedeljkovic in another 3 years would be great. You know what I mean?
Oh
I
yeah,
still would like to see a veteran goaltender get in there. Reimer is pretty much floating. You don't really need him. I still don't think Mrazek's a number one goaltender, and
agreed.
I don't think he's going to. You're going to have a very difficult time winning the cup. If Carolina were to win the cup with Mrazek as their number one goaltender, for sure he would be the worst goaltender ever to win a cup.
That would definitely cement Roddy Brindamore as the Jack Adams Award winner.
Unfortunately, you're not supposed to take
I
playoffs into
know, but
consideration.
but but even I think he should be considered.
Yeah,
Because of what I mean. Like I think that Quinville's going to be the front runner. And funny that we're talking about the Florida coach because we never thought Florida was even going to remotely sniff anywhere close to where they are right now, and they have just exploded
yeah.
in the Central. And
I
you
can't
know what I
say
mean?
it. I can't say it enough. Projo, the professor, was all over Florida in the summer.
Yes, he was.
The,
He was the only one.
there was that all over. I liked them. I thought they. I agreed with his line of thinking, but he was pretty bullish.
I mean, yeah, 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 yeah. He really was. But so there you go. You got the two. I think the two best coaches right now in the league with Brindamore and Quinville are up for the Jack Adams Award playing in this game, and I do agree as well. I think you're seeing Carolina get dialed in for a run here. So
If the Bruins can beat the Capitals, do you think they can make the playoffs in a deep run? Steel Flyers. He's asking you that. Do you think the Bruins can beat the Capitals? And do you think that they can make a deep run this year?
oh, because that series has been kind of back and forth, and Boston's been hurt.
But you can't really take the reason why is you never can go against Boston for what we just said. They'll pull out a Swayman, and next thing
And
you
yeah, they
know,
pull out a Swayman or they pull out a Brad Marchand who makes our star of the week, has freaking 10
yeah,
points in
or the
four
players that
games.
they just have there will dig deep and they'll go where they were. There's what we're talking about for certain teams. The difference is that ability to dig deep,
Yeah,
and
I think Boston could do it because I think they have more of a been there, done that mentality where they're expecting it to be more of a going their way kind of thing. And I think Washington needs to kind of get that under their belt a little bit more. You know, I just I can't. I'm with you, Perlo. I can't ever count Washington or Boston out. I just can't.
you can't.
I
No.
You just can't. Look, I'm really glad that the Caps are playing well, and I'm glad to see that they're playing and being in the position that they're in. That makes it good for them potentially to be in the playoffs. Although I wouldn't want to be matched up against the Penguins as my first round matchup. You know what I mean? I would much rather want to be the top or the fourth position if I was Washington because I would not want to face Penguins in the first round.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, definitely not. Never want to touch the Penguins. Rickett, If you want to put picks in and you're not going to be able to be here, you go to my last video, and pinned to the top of the video is a spreadsheet type thing that Hockey News reports. So that is our new moderator. We have to get a shirt with a big M on it. Uh, that you can post them on there. Because yeah, I think the Caps are going to destroy the Sabres too. But like I said, I mean, the Caps can always do their thing and play down to their competition. I like I feel for Laviolette when he went there. When I heard he went there, I winced because if you notice Laviolette, his stress level can rise and very noticeably, and you can see it. And I'm like, this guy's gonna have a heart attack in Washington, man. To have all that talent and the
Yeah,
inconsistency that they
I
play
th-
with.
I thought it was a good move for Washington to bring Laviolette in. I thought it was a a very stabilizing move for that team to bring in a known commodity like Laviolette. So I think it's only going to be good things happening for Washington with Laviolette as coach. He has taken every team that he has coached to the Stanley Cup Finals, and one of them he won with. Now, I don't know about you, but every team that you've coached, you've taken to the finals? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah.
I'll take that all day long.
And
Thank
he
you very
and he
kindly.
didn't really do it with overly stacked teams.
No.
Carolina team was really good when you look at it back at it on paper.
Right.
When they
That
brought
was the
in
only one.
Mark Recchi and Brindamore, I mean, they had some really good leaders there. But I wasn't
That's
stacked. It didn't have like your Lemieux. I didn't have a superstar on that team really. It was Ron
right.
Ron Francis maybe. Yeah, underrated superstar. Ron Francis. Ron Francis was
Right.
fantastic.
And I think that was it was Cam as the goalie.
Yeah, Cam Ward. Was
Cam
it
Ward.
was
Yeah.
Ron Francis even there then? I don't even know. I don't even think Ron Francis. I think he was in Pittsburgh already. I don't know.
No.
I'd have to look that up. Somebody
Yeah, I'd
look
have to
that
look
up
that
for
up.
me.
But
But
then he goes to Philadelphia, takes them. Philadelphia was not stacked. He goes to the Predators. He takes them. Predators were not stacked.
not really.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, great.
So here we go.
Right. Let's get to our other games
All
we
right.
got.
The next one is Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Yes, and this Tampa Bay Lightning team. Well, just I don't like them. They tick me off. What are you, man? What are you? Are you the team that loses to Detroit and Nashville and then Columbus? Or like, what are you? Both of these teams, Columbus and Tampa, what are they? At least with Tampa, I suppose it's just a team that can't seem to get up for games in the regular season. Where Columbus this year is so voodoo, it's ridiculous. I don't get it.
You know, it's kind of funny that it does say here that uh, the score was 6-4, and
Well, it's, yeah,
Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay kind of dropped the ball there a little bit and fell out of the top in the Central. But I agree, they kind of look like they're a little bit just kind of waiting for the playoffs to get here already. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It just kind of seems like that to me. But then again, they have so much talent and they have so much depth that it doesn't matter who they play really, unless I mean Detroit was really trying
yeah,
and Tampa Bay really wasn't,
yeah,
right? And and then you watch this game and it was like Columbus Blue Jackets were really trying,
yeah.
and Tampa Bay just kind of
Corpusalo's a bad goaltender. I don't know why he keeps on going. Tortorella keeps on going back to him all the time. I don't know, but he's a bad
well,
goaltender.
yeah, that's the other thing too.
Stamkos
When the
got hurt. I was just gonna say that, Sasha. Stamkos got hurt last night again, by the way.
Yeah, and here's another thing too. The coach of Columbus Blue Jackets has already come out and saying that he's the problem
Oh, did he?
with.
I didn't hear this.
Yeah, yeah, yes. The other day, Coach Tortorella came out and said that he's the reason why the team hasn't gelled or come together, and that he's lost the control and blah 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 and all this. That's the head coach coming out and saying that.
That's Tortorella's doing Tortorella things. He's taking the pressure off all of his players. He's trying to take the pressure off them. That's what he's doing there. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. He's just trying to take the pressure off the players to get them to play and not. They're holding their sticks too tight and stuff like that. So it gets the media off of them. But he's also still taking responsibility. So he can go in the room and say, you know what, I'm taking responsibility out there. I'm taking the darts, right? I'm willing to take responsibility for what I have to do here. It's my job to get you guys to mesh, and it's not happening. So let's. I hope that you're going to take responsibility for yourselves as well. That's pretty much what he's doing there, I think.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. 6-4, the Lightning over the Blue Jackets.
Yeah. So okay, we do that? Both everybody. Uh, you had the Blue Jackets. I actually had the Lightning.
I had the Blue Jackets.
Yes, you did. 4-0.
Yeah, yeah.
4-0. Unless I wrote that down wrong. Hockey News Reports took the Blue Jackets 1-0. Mike had 4-2. Nobody had 6-4. Jacket had 4-3. Nobody. Uh, yeah, four of us got 2 points there.
Okay.
Okay, let's no use going into that game. There was a lot of goals scored, but it was not. I watched it. It was just bad. It was really, it was just bad goaltending. And the Columbus Blue Jackets did come back and play hard in the third, which is something they can carry on into the next game.
Hmm.
So they have that. Jets versus Canadians. This was one that the Jets really had to have, and they did. Did you watch? Were you able to watch
Four to
any of?
two. No, like I said, I was recording last night, so I had to watch a little. I had to play a little catch up this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I had to watch some of the condensed games, and I did catch a little bit of this one. I caught a little bit of the Buffalo or the Boston Washington. I caught a little bit of the Carolina Florida, and then I did the Philadelphia and the Islanders.
Right. I'm going to show the standings after the break. Hockey News Reports.
Okay,
Yeah.
this was Winnipeg 4, Montreal 2.
Yeah, and Winnipeg. I got to say, Montreal actually made this a pretty good game, considering, especially after losing to the Leafs the night before and not looking great while doing so. They looked
Yeah.
a lot better in this game. Um, but Winnipeg is just, especially on a back to back, Winnipeg's not going to lose to too many teams that are on a back to back. Doesn't matter who you are. And Hollebuck played very well. But I gotta say, I have a little more faith in Montreal after what I saw them do last night. It was a gutsy. It was almost like a win for them, really, to even come close against Winnipeg last night.
Okay.
Um, so I still think Winnipeg's coming out of the North. Although yeah, I still do at this point. I'm going to be interested to see what they do at the trade deadline. That to me is one of the most interesting teams. The Islanders already made their move. What Winnipeg does can really change the landscape of the NHL this year. If they really want to, they could really. And I think they may do something like big, big.
Okay. I mean, they did move. They did do the line A and the Pierre Luc Dubois move earlier in the season, and that's actually paying more so better for them than it is for
Yeah,
Columbus. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Because Dubois has been playing better anyway. So, all
yeah.
right. We got Edmonton here versus the Ottawa Senators.
Wait, we didn't do the Jets one, right? Mike had. Oh, what was it? 4-2 Jets.
Oh yeah, 4-2 Jets. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you had the score right still, but you had the halves.
Well, you know.
Nobody has the. We're missing the mark on the. Mike had the halves and everybody else had the Jets. The closest I had 4-1 Jets, and Hockey News Reports had 4-1 Jets. Oilers versus Senators. Yeah.
There you go. By the way, Bill, just to let you know, that's basically what my cup prediction is too.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. That. Hey,
So,
Avatar's in the house.
oh, hey, Avatar, hey, Edmont. So we're on Edmonton and Ottawa,
Yeah.
right? This was the sweep of the series here for Edmonton. I mean, really, 3-1 the score. Edmonton three, Ottawa one.
Yep. Yep. And Ottawa played their butts off last night. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
If Edmonton played with the same heart as Ottawa, they could win a cup this year. That's what I say.
Well, there you have it, folks.
There's not
The
enough
prog
heart. There's not enough heart in that room,
the
man.
prognosticator has spoken. So how?
I'm an Oilers fan, and as you know, and I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this out of emotion. I'm saying this as
Oh no, it's the
as
truth.
a person looking into this team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's not enough heart in this lineup, man. It's not. I don't know who they need to get to, or I don't know if it's one person or if it's a culture. It's been going on for a long time,
Yeah.
and Ottawa really could have won that game last night. Smith, was it Smith that played last night? Yeah, Smith played.
Yes.
Played, but Smith was the reason why they won. Smith is probably the heart of that team, I would say.
So you could probably call that would be a good call for that. Yeah, you could say that. That's for sure.
Do you've been
So,
watching them? Do you agree?
I'll tell you what, I've been catching them here and there. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, I just see so much talent on Edmonton that it's hard to see them. I mean, like I watch the recaps that Peyton on the radio does, and he's like so like super critical of the team, and yet I agree. They're missing some things, and they do need some issue. They have some issues, and they're missing, some defense and things like that. But they have so much talent up front that they could just blow you away, and then not have to worry about it because they can just blow you away like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
One of the guys that does bring a lot of heart is Kaylor Yamamoto, and he has been injured. He looked fantastic yesterday, like a Gallagher kind of guy, or Konechny or whatever.
yep, yep,
So that helps out a lot. But yeah, I know what you mean. But I think that's where the frustration comes from fans of the Oilers, is that they do have that, and they should be way better based on the talent that they have out there.
yeah, yeah. That's the thing. They should be better based off of the talent.
Yeah, I like this. Devin Shore has been showing that kind of stuff. Like he's scoring a couple too, but so we'll see. Some people might be able to pop out of the woodwork and show that kind of grit and tenacity. Those are the words we're looking for out of Edmonton. That
Exactly.
just far too often isn't there. Ottawa, on the other hand, they may lose, but it's not because they don't have those things. Those things are
Right.
always there
and
with that
and
team.
their time is coming because they got some talent in the wings and they got some prospects coming, and so I think they'll be okay as far as that's concerned.
Right,
So,
we got two more games, so let's get to them. Not
all
much,
right, now
not much to talk about with the next one.
Nashville 7, Detroit 1.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. No. Oh, by the way, the Oilers game. Nobody had 2-1. H&R had the Sens. Jacket had the Sens, and that was it. Everybody else had the Oilers, but no, 3-1, 3-1, right? Yeah,
Yeah, three
no,
to one.
nobody had the score right.
Okay.
Nobody had 7-1 Predators. The Predators ticked me off because it was 3-1,
Yeah, but everybody did pick the Predators though, right?
except for Hockey News Reports.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh man. Okay. All
yeah.
right.
We don't need to talk about that one much. I watched it. It was a boring game, and then
Yeah.
Nashville came out in the third and decided to put it away, give it no chance. And I will talk about that. There you go. Nashville too. If the Oilers had the tenacity that Nashville started to have late in the season, or like halfway through the season, again they would be a phenomenal team. And
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
and the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Boston Bruins have that, consistently have that. That's why I never put them behind. Yeah, it was a hot take for Hockey News Reports.
Oh, it was.
That
Okay.
cooled off pretty hardcore.
Yeah, that was pretty cooled off there on that one.
So
All right.
let's go to our last game. Yeah.
Dallas 5, Chicago 1.
Now, did that surprise the crap out of the land right there? I never saw that coming at all.
Yeah. I did not expect this to happen. I was all over Chicago on this one, I thought for sure, because Chicago needs these games, especially against Dallas, especially against the lower teams. They really need these games in order to stay in contention with Nashville. And when you have a chance to get those points against teams like Dallas, you need to do it. So,
Hockey News says if the Wings did win, I would look smart. Yeah.
man,
I got to use that one. I'll have to use that one with my lovely lady. If I
there you
would
go.
have did something, I would have
If you
looked.
would have
If
did,
I would
if you,
have did it, I would have looked smart. Yeah.
all right.
If it would
If
have
you,
worked out the way it was never going to work out, I
if
would
it
have looked
shoulda,
really smart.
if it could have, it shoulda.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just bugging you, H&R. Detroit could have won that game. I mean, they have been playing hard this year, but Grice, I think he can't play too many games. Once he starts playing a lot
Wait, I
of
thought we were
minutes, he
doing
starts.
Dallas and Chicago.
We are, but he brought it up, so I wanted to talk about that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
As far as the Blackhawks, Lankinen had a bad game. They were doing really well up until uh, Lankinen didn't have much of a bad games all year. So
Yeah, this was the first time he's had kind of a bad stinker of a game, and
yeah,
and Chicago really wasn't there offensively. You know what I mean? So yeah.
yeah,
Okay. So did
and
anybody get this one?
something else we didn't talk 5-1. No, Mike had 4 2 stars. He was the only one that had the stars. Mike, the rookie, Ricky nailed it.
Oh, everybody else had Chicago.
Everybody had Chicago.
Everybody else, yeah. What does that tell you? Oh man.
Yeah, don't tell the goat off the wall hockey. The goat. Don't tell him about the Bruins. Yeah, uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, John, the goat is the most negative Bruins fan I've never met in my life. I would have thought he was a Philadelphia Flyers fan.
When
he's
when
the
we did our
he's the Philadelphia Flyers fan of Bruins fans.
he is when we did our picks this week for Saturday games, and Pittsburgh or Boston's playing Philly on Saturday. Well, he had to pick Boston because Philadelphia is not good enough to pick.
Yeah,
So he had to pick Boston. But he couldn't pick against. He actually had to pick his team. It's like, dude, I'm picking your team all freaking day. What?
yeah.
Oh man. All
Oh,
right.
okay, boys and girls. We are going to go to a break here, and when we come back, we'll have the results out for the whole land to see if I do it properly. Actually, I'm getting pretty good at it. And we are going to be doing the best part of the show. Well, it's all the best part. It's just little. It's still. We're going to be doing the picks. And again,
Yeah. Doing the picks.
again, if you don't have time to get all the picks in, you can go to my last video up in the chat or the go to the comment section, and there's a link there. You can put it down there so Hockey News Reports can do his fine work that he's been doing, and lots of, again, we can't say enough love for Hockey News Reports for what he does here.
Greetings. This is Steel Flyers from the Steel Flyers All Sports Network, and we have two very special guests. We are delighted to be joined by Tracy Musser and Nicole Howard from the Canine Country Club Resorts. Tracy and Nicole are both managers for CCC Resorts and work at the Windsor or at the club, one of two locations both in Manheim, Pennsylvania. Congratulations on your 30th year anniversary of being in business. Let me start off by saying this. Steel Flyer stands behind this company 100%. Taken care of Steel Flyer's furry friend for the last 2 years now, and they are a one-stop shop for everything your furry friend needs. In fact, let's find out what our friends at CCC Resorts offer. Nicole, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Doing great, thank you. What are some of the great boarding services that you guys offer, and what do we have to do in order to get our furry friends taken care of when we are unable to travel with them?
Well, we like to bring everybody in for a tour first. That way they can see the behind the scenes, they can see where they stay, they can see where they play, and then we explain all of the fun things that we can add on to their reservation, whether it be one of our packages, either a nature walk, a ball time, or even a cuddle time.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. Boy, it sure sounds like a resort to me. So, how are you today, Tracy?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Tracy, tell me, is it true that you guys have both an indoor and an outdoor pool at the Windsor location?
It is true. We've got one of each, so we're able to offer year-round swimming. The indoor pool is a great option for dogs who are swimming for therapy or rehab. It's got that sloped entry so they can wade into the water. Our outdoor pool is a little bit larger, and it's 4 foot deep the whole way across. And both of them are saltwater pools, so it's really easy on the dog's skin and coat.
Wow, that's very awesome. So then during the summer months, you have a much deeper pool outside and then a sloped entry shallow pool indoors for the dogs. Tracy, tell the folks how we can get some pool time.
Well, the first thing everyone does is come for an intro swim. We use that time to make sure the dog is comfortable in the water. We make sure they know how to get out of the pool safely, and we go over all the pool rules and etiquette with the clients as well. After that, they're able to schedule private appointments where they have the pool to themselves, or they can invite friends and have a whole group swim going on.
So after a dip in the pool, then it would have to be off to the groomers, right? I mean, our furry friends cannot go out looking their best. Nicole, what are some of the great services your top-notch groomers provide?
Our groomers, they specialize in full service grooms. We can do the basics, whether it be just a bath and a brush out or a blowout. Or for the extra pampered pooches, we can do nail dremels, we can do deodorizing soaks, and also facials.
Wow, man, that sounds like a resort if you ask me. Tracy, I know one of the main programs here at CCC Resorts is the WAGS program. The Steel Flyers dog is enrolled in this program. So why don't you tell the folks what is involved in this and how they can get enrolled?
Yeah, the WAGS program is our primary daycare option at the Windsor. It's designed to be a structured program for people who are looking for a set routine for their dog. They all come on the same days each week, which allows them to have set friends, and we know exactly what's going on with each group. So we do a little bit more activities, and we build more into their daily routine there. But we've got other daycare options as well for people looking for a little less commitment. We do an hourly care where you can drop them off and just pay by the hour. We also do a day stay option, which is great for the dogs that prefer human friends instead of making friends with other dogs. And then we have a traditional daycare option as well if you're looking for the occasional outing for your dog.
Wow, there you have it. A full service groomer, a daycare program, and an indoor and outdoor pool. What more could you ask for? Sure seems like CCC Resorts has everything covered. Remember, DOG, depend on God.
Back here, and I'm gonna now show you the results of the. I'm gonna now show you the results that we have. This is the 2 day results actually,
You,
because we weren't able to do it yesterday. But here it comes right now. Whoops. Get out of the way, your big head.
sorry, the big head.
Okay. Can you see it there now, or do I have to do this first? There we go. There. Can you
Yeah,
see
let's
it?
see. Oh, hey there, almost.
There we
Whoop,
go.
whoop, nope, you had it. Nope. Yep, there you go.
Yeah. Jacket, 39 points. 1 5 pointer. Kyle Mercer, 38 points. No 5 pointers. He's just nailing. Mercer's just nailing the teams. He has no 5-pointers and he's 1 point behind Jacket. That's pretty impressive. CL is
I'll say.
36. It is, I'll tell you, it's, you don't want to be giving up any overtime points here in this race in the
No,
top
look at
three.
that.
Perlo has 30. I have 30. H&R 28. Steele's down below Serrano. Sasha. Mike has 10 points. I think that's everybody here. Let me see. No, Implicit and Avatar. Avatar is 0. Implicit and the Goat has 2. And Gracia has 7. So there you go.
Wow.
We have
Nice.
that's our points. Uh, I
Cool.
gotta get us.
I like it. I like it. This is so cool, man. That we got this going here. So that's the stream.
Yeah, there we go. We're back. Okay.
No, no. Hold on.
What?
Wait. I don't see us. Almost. Yep. There we go. All right. Yay! We're back. All right.
We're
Woohoo!
back. Okay. So now we're gonna carry on.
We're gonna carry on. Wait.
We got lots to do. We got to get on this because we're gonna try to get all the Saturdays in too. But we sometimes we don't. We're gonna try to get as many Saturdays as we can.
All right. Well, so then let's do
just
lightning round.
Let's go
Yep.
right
Okay.
at her.
Washington Buffalo.
Wait, I gotta get a few things going here. Friday's picks. Capitals versus the Sabres. Now, can the Capitals play down far enough here to do this? Oh, are you going to use a survey? The survey is in, right. If you can't get all the picks in, and by the way, if you're new, all you do is whatever game we're talking about, you say whatever team it is that you want to win or think you're going to win and what the score is, in which case you will get points. And don't think you're out of it because you can rack up points faster than you think. A team, in one day, you can catch up really fast. So don't worry about it. It flips up and down so fast. So do you think that I've seen the Capitals play down to this stuff. This is what I'm worried about this game. What about you?
Here we go. I think. No, I don't think it's going to happen against Buffalo.
You don't think so? You don't think they're gonna, especially with Tokarski in net for the Sabres? That's who's in.
No. Yeah, no. I don't think so, man. Come on, seriously.
I could check the injuries.
I think what's happening. I think the Capitals are trying to get the record for Ovechkin again this year. You know what I mean? I think he only needs 8 more goals.
Yeah.
Something like that. So.
Valora goes. What does he say? 5-3.
5-3.
Caps. Okay.
Yep. Avatar 6-1 Caps.
Right on. Avatar 6-1 Caps.
Right. Steel Flyers Caps 5-2.
Lance is in the house. Oh well.
Lance, 5-3 Caps for Lance.
5-3 Caps.
Really, nobody's taking Buffalo. Mike Caps 4-2.
Flyers. Well, we haven't seen a hot take yet, so you never know.
Bill takes Caps 4-2.
Mike takes 4-2 Caps.
Yep, Bill takes Capitals 4-2. Mercer has Caps 3-1. Sasha has Caps 5-2. I just read the comment.
Yeah, there's a hot take. You knew it was coming.
Yep, 4-3 Sabres. Hockey news.
You knew
Yay!
it. You knew it was coming.
Yeah. And Wisdom Jr.
Yeah.
Really? Really? Perla Wisdom Jr.?
Yeah.
Really?
He's trying to play it off that he's my son.
4-2 Caps. Okay.
I only have one son, and that's Zaid. Besides that, I don't have anybody else.
There you go. All right. The next game is Pittsburgh versus New Jersey Devils.
I haven't did my score yet.
Oh, come on.
Did anybody take 5? I'm going to take 5-1 Caps.
Well, everybody took. Yeah. Wait. No. No, nobody took 5-1. There was a lot of 4-2s.
Yeah,
There was 5-3s. Avatar had 6-1.
yeah. I'm Zaid.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Next game is where are we at here? Pittsburgh versus New Jersey Devils.
I think Mike's a Devils fan. Penguins versus Devils. Mike has 4-3 Devils.
Oh, you know what?
I,
This has that feel.
I know, doesn't it? I got a little feeling on the insides there on this one too. Actually,
You
I,
gotta.
I gotta go. What's the? It's Pittsburgh. That's why I'm saying no because
Yeah.
it looks like a surprise spot for some reason.
See, Mike got it. You all lost on the Devils last night. You just don't learn. That's right. But I just feel something about this, man. I don't know.
DeSmith is in for the Penguins. I have a feeling like they put Dell in last night. I have a feeling New Jersey's going to tank all the crap here. I have a feeling that's what's going to happen because
Oh,
they're going
really?
to start putting in like backup goaltenders and all that kind of. Like
Oh,
they
because
put in Dell last night. Why? There was no reason for that.
well, I picked New Jersey to win 3-2.
You took New Jersey. Wow.
Yeah, that's my hot take. There you go.
Steel 3-2 Devils. Wow. The first two picks are Devils. Who's
Mike. Yeah, did you get Mike's pick? Mike has gone with the Devils 4-3.
Okay, Devils. LaRose 4-2, 3-2 Pens. I haven't even got that yet. So go from LaRose down.
All right, Toby has Pens 4-2.
4-2 Pens. Okay.
Bill has Penguins 4-2.
4-2 Pens. Okay.
Hockey News Reports has Pens 4-3.
4-3 Pens. Close game. They're both playing on a back-to-back, remember,
I
too.
know. Let's see. You got mine. New
Sasha.
Jersey Devils.
Sasha.
Mercer. Did you get Mercer?
Penguins 3-2. Okay, Mercer
Yep.
and Sasha both the same score, right?
Yep. Yep. And Terry and Kim 3-0 Sabres. Wait, that's the game previously.
Pagula, who's got to do my windows tonight.
Okay.
3-0 Sabres. You know who that?
And Avatar has 5-2
You
Pens.
know who Terry and Kim are, right?
No.
The owners of the Buffalo Sabres. Terry
Oh.
and Kim Pagula. I told he puts his name there.
Oh.
So and I tell him he's Terry's got to do my windows in the Seattle apartment
Okay.
tonight. 5-2 Pens for Avatar. Pagula 3-0. Blackwood should be in tonight. I agree. We will is probable. That doesn't mean much because Dell was not probable yesterday, and they just threw Dell in there for reasons nobody knows why. He's a third string goaltender. Wedgwood or Blackwood were not injured, so
Right.
that's like to me it's a big tank move, and we'll see what happens down the stretch here.
Mm.
Steal for the win. Okay, me.
The
I gotta do something. I can't go against.
you?
I can't go against the Penguins after everything I just said. Uh,
No, that's what I'm here for. I'll go against the Penguins after everything you just said.
I'll go. I can't remember if I was under on this one. I think okay. Let's go 4-0 Penguins.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. I see what you're putting down.
4-0.
I get it. I'm with
Yes.
you.
Mike says
All
yes.
right.
Tank. I think they will be tanking for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Islanders versus the Rangers.
Islanders versus Rangers. Both of them are on a back-to-back. Georgiev, I already know, is going to be in net for the Rangers, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be Varlamov. They did play Sorokin last night, so this would seem like a crush to me, wouldn't it to you?
They so far have led the series 1, 2, 3 games to 1.
Mm-hmm.
they're leading the series right now against the Rangers. So
Well,
yeah, I'm
and they have only lost one game at home all year.
right. And the games that they did play, they shut out the Islanders. Like every game that's been a win has been a shutout.
Just one sec. Everybody in the chat, Cooper said is new in the chat. Everybody, hype Cooper. Welcome,
Hey!
buddy. Thanks for coming in. Make sure you hit the subscribe and the bell and all that, like and all that stuff like that. What we're doing here is whatever game we're talking about, you put down the score and who's going to win, and you get fabulous prizes. You get points and all that. You're not out of it. You can hit like crazy and get first real quick. Also, if you want to put the rest of the scores in, go to my last video that I did, and you'll have to subscribe for that. Go into the chat. There's a pinned, uh, go to where there's a pinned link, and you can put your picks in there. Sorry about trampling on you, but we're really excited
That's all right.
when new people come in the
Yeah,
land.
yeah. Trust me. I still see some new faces like Gideon McHugh. Welcome.
Gideon. Oh, there you go. Gideon McHugh too. He's
Right,
sort of
right.
he's sort of new. He's just started coming in.
Okay. Well, welcome anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm new here too,
By
Father. Okay, yeah. No
four
problem.
three Islanders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Four
All right.
three Isles for Mike. Okay. So what do you
Toby
got?
has 4-3 Island. I'm going Islanders all the way on this too. I think it's going to be a shutout. I'm going with 3-0.
That's a good one. Steel
Yeah.
3-0. Okay. So I'm at Hockey News Reports now, who doesn't have a hot take by the looks of it.
No, and Bill has Islanders 5-4.
5-4 Isles. So does Hockey News Reports, right? Yeah, both of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Bill.
Lance has 3-2. Oh, I'm sorry. Bill has Islanders 5-4.
Yep. Lance.
Lance has Islanders 3-2.
Yep.
Avatar 4-1 Isles.
Is no anybody going to try to pull a rabbit out of their hat here?
Wait, where am I at? Mercer is Islanders 2-1.
2-1 Isles.
Sasha is Isles 3-0. Hey, that's the score I picked too. Yay! See, me and Sasha, man, we're on the same page.
Yeah. That's it, right? We
Yep, there
got
you
them
go.
all?
Yep. Did
Okay.
you put yours in?
I'm doing mine right now. I'm going to
Okay.
say 4-1 Isles.
Okay.
No, wait. 4-2 Isles.
Okay.
4-2
All
Isles.
right.
Okay, so next game, let's get at her.
Minnesota Wild versus St. Wait, I'm sorry. Minnesota Wild
Yeah.
versus St. Louis Blues.
Minnesota versus Blues, and I got an eerie feeling about this one. Who's going to be in it?
Wild have the season series. They played one time March 25th. The game was 2-0 Wild. They have almost all the rest of their games left are going to be against the Wild. St. Louis and Minnesota
Yeah,
are going to play a lot of games in the next couple of days or
yeah,
weeks here.
absolutely. Kakkonen versus Bennington
Hmm.
is going to be who's the lineup.
Yeah, I'm all over this one too, man. I really think Minnesota has turned the corner with 50 points, 10 points ahead of St. Louis. This is just a perfect team for them to sharpen their sword against, if it were, as it were, to be able to play this many games against a team like St. Louis where they can garner as many points as they possibly can because they're going to need them against the likes of Colorado and Vegas.
Um, okay, I can definitely understand that. One thing I will say is Pareko is in for St. Louis, which is pretty huge for them. So let me go to our live here and see what everybody's doing. But what do you got for a score?
Okay, I'm gonna say Minnesota is
Minnesota, Toby says.
Minnesota. I'm gonna
Minnesota.
Minnesota. I'm gonna say is 4-1.
5-2 Minnesota. Wow. Did you say 2-1?
4-1.
4-1. Okay.
Yeah, Toby, Minnesota. Yeah, yeah,
I'd probably probably say it's somewhere similar to where that.
My pastor is from Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, every time when he starts really getting deep into it, you can hear the accent comes back out because he's lived in our area now for over 30 years. But once he starts really getting deep into it, you can hear his accent popping out. All
I should
right,
put
where you at?
LaRose. I should put LaRose because it's the last name. Gideon, 2-1 Blues. There we go.
There's a hot take. Sasha has Wild 6-3. Yeah,
Sasha has Wild 6-3. It's hard to go against the Wild right now because of
it is.
after
It
they
is
spanked the Avalanche like that. Like
exactly.
now, Avatar 4-2 Wild.
Avatar 4-2. Yep. Mercer has Minnesota 5-1.
5-1 Wild.
No hot take for hot hockey news reports. 4-2 Wild. And rounding out the last, Bill with 3-2 in a shootout for the Wild. So he's calling the overtime and the shootout.
3-2 for the Wild. Now I wanted to mention here we have somebody that's challenging the rules, and I can't remember who it was. I think it was Mike, was it? That said in my chat in the comment section of one of the last video I did, he said he's protesting actually. I don't know how he's protesting it. He's out in the streets. He's protesting the fact that you get 0 points if you take the OT. If you don't get the OT, you get 0 points. You should still get 2 points, 2 points or whatever. So I'm gonna work on that. I don't know what it's gonna be. I'll have to talk to my people about that. But it blows. Yes, it blows. Officially protest.
You know what though? I kind of see where he's coming from.
Yeah, yeah,
Because you still predicted the win.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You just didn't quite. You know what we should do? We should have.
For me, if you take the OT, it's like the desperation play where you're trying to catch up in points. You know what I mean?
Like you're going for that 3-point shot in basketball and you choke.
Yeah.
And you miss it and you lose the game by 2
If you
points.
go off the rim, they don't give you a point and a half. You know, you got to nail it. It's the big win. Maybe what we could do is make the points.
Officially protesting.
We could do the points higher. So if you get the OT, you get 10 points.
No, don't. No. You know what? We might have to have a talk about this. So, hang in there, man. Hang in there.
Yeah, I said I'm going to talk to my people. We're gonna have
to
have some round tables over the weekend. And
we'll sit around. We'll have a think tank. Sit around with a cup of coffee and work it out.
Yeah. Okay, so
all right.
who am I missing?
Vegas.
I haven't did mine yet.
Okay.
I am going to go 3-2 Blues, if you can believe that. I just have a weird feeling that Binnington's going to go off in this game. Yeah, we'll see if I'm right or not. Okay.
Yeah, see, Toby says if you bet money line, you win regardless. If it goes to overtime, if you miss the overtime, you miss points.
Yeah,
but
this
if you
this isn't we're not gambling.
No, I know. No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out. All right.
Yeah.
So the next team here, or the next game, is Arizona versus Vegas.
Arizona versus Vegas. Okay.
What do you think?
Yotes versus Knights. This is actually Arizona's been hot lately, and Vegas has not been. Is this when Vegas turns it around? Lehner is supposed to be probable. And I think they need to start playing Lehner more in Vegas. I think Fleury's getting a little too old to be playing all the games. He hasn't looked as great as the last couple games.
I mean, he's played 27 games, and Lehner's only played 10.
He's been injured. Lehner's likely.
I know, but still, though, I think it's that time where this needs to go. Let's take a look here. Vegas has a 1, 2, 3. 3-1 lead on the season series. Vegas does over Arizona.
Perlo side.
Arizona's
What we
been playing better. Arizona's been playing better lately. Vegas has kind of dropped off, but I still think Vegas is a much a much better team, and I think Arizona is, although they're clawing and scraping. I don't think they're going to be able to. I don't. I not against Vegas. I got to go with Vegas on this one. I'm going to say 5-2.
okay, I'm just writing the roads down. 4-3 Vegas, and you're saying 5-2 Vegas.
Yeah.
5-2 Vegas, and I am at Sasha now. 3-2 in OT.
Yeah, but Sasha's picking the Oats though.
3-2 Yotes in OT.
Yep.
Woo.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
makes sense actually, because like
It
it's
does. It really does because Arizona's been playing really good lately.
yes they have. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so we'll see. We'll see. We got Toby with 7-3 Vegas. I can see that as well too.
So I could see that's the thing. You could almost see anything with this one.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah. Here we go. Another hot take. Hockey news reports 2-1 Coyotes.
Wow. Hey, Aiden Hill's gonna go off tonight.
I'm telling you, man.
That's what
Bill goes with Vegas 4-2.
4-2 Vegas. Okay.
Mercer is Vegas 4-0.
Ooh. Laner going to go off tonight. Or Arizona's not going to
Avatar
get too many shots.
Avatar 3-1 Knights.
3-1 Knights.
I think, and then you have yours and mine.
Perlo, nobody took it, so I'm going with it. 3-2 Knights.
There you go. Yeah, that's that your lucky number there, Toby. 7 since it's in Vegas. Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, all right. The next game
What's
is
yours? Did you do yours? Steele, you did yours. Okay, yes.
yeah, yeah. Okay, this is Colorado versus Anaheim.
Oh yeah, Avalanche. I really versus
Uh,
Ducks. How like really? I don't know what to say here. Grubauer crapped the bet against Minnesota. That's possible. Is he, you know, does he have a bounce back game? I would imagine. That's about all I could see the Avs having any chance of losing this game.
so Anaheim has beaten them twice in the season series.
Wow, I did not know that.
Wait, no, 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 no. Once they beat them once in the season series. Everything else has been no twice. They did do it twice.
Really?
Yep, it was March 6th, Anaheim 5, Colorado 4, and then January 24th, Colorado 1, Anaheim 3.
Now you know what? I remember that they had that was the first game. 5-4 was Johansson playing his
Yeah,
first game.
and I think that January 24th game was their first game back after missing some COVID games.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, something like that. So I mean, to me, that even makes it more likely that they win this because they're not going to probably look past them if they've lost to them twice
Yeah.
already. So yeah.
I'm going with 5-2 Avalanche.
Okay. I heard you do some clicking numbers there where you like doing some calculations. That's what it said.
No, I was typing it out here on the chat so I could have
Oh,
my
okay, yeah. It just sounded
yeah,
like that, like you were doing some, getting the
it's
calculator
okay.
up, carry the
Nope.
three
No, no, no.
times
I don't need to calculate numbers that small.
the carry the
Uh,
three times it by two divided by pi. Um,
A equals C minus B.
yeah. If x
All
equals
right.
y, then
Then
okay.
how many cans of soup do you carry? Okay.
I think
You
they're
get
going to
did
be.
you get everybody?
I think so. I got Mike. LaRose,
You got it?
Toby, Bill, Sasha, Steele. There's still a few
Okay.
more people who haven't come in yet.
Okay. So the next game then is
I
the LA.
I'm doing
Go ahead.
7-2 abs. I think they're
Yeah.
gonna wreck them pretty hard.
Yep. Yep. The last game for the docket for tonight is the LA Kings versus San Jose Sharks.
Yeah, we got more coming in here. Seven. Oh, he did 7-2. Mercer. Abs. I had a feeling we'd get some more. Okay, if you need more, go over to my last video and go into the link, the pin link, and put in your picks there. It's fine. You can do that. Okay, the next game is what? There's
San
Sharks.
Jose Sharks versus the LA Kings.
Okay. And I'm positive you won't have any.
Guess who I'm going to pick?
You're going to pick the Sharks.
Yeah, because they're guaranteed to lose every time I pick them. They're guaranteed to
I
lose.
hope you're right because I'm leaning LA in this one.
Well, because now here's the thing. I'm going 3-0 Sharks. They have won every single game of the season series with the exception of one back in February.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're 5-1 against LA right now. The Sharks are, and LA hasn't been playing well, and the Sharks haven't been playing well. Okay, well I'm still going for the Sharks because that pretty much guarantees they're going to lose as soon as I pick
The,
them.
the Sharks are all over the place. They're
Yeah.
like, they play, it's like one or the other with them. They either play really well or they just play horrible. There's not much in between.
Exactly, exactly. So all right, so we got let's see here.
So,
Sasha has the Sharks 4-1.
yeah, I got LaRose already. 4-1
Okay.
Sharks.
Bill has Kings 4-0.
Bill T has 4-0. Yeah.
Bill has Kings 4-0. Mike, oh excuse me, Mike has Sharks 3-2.
3-2 Sharks.
Hockey News Reports has 4-2 Kings.
4-2.
Mercer has, go ahead. Mercer has Sharks 3-1. Kyle, I'm going to tell you something, man. Every time I pick the Sharks, they lose. Every time I pick against the Sharks, they do the exact opposite of what I picked them to not do. So I can't win against this team. I can't lose against this team. I don't know what to do.
I'm going 2-1 LA Kings
Of course you are.
because I don't know. You know, Professor MJ. I don't know if you know who that is. He's pretty cool. He's a stats professor and he does picks and he has videos. He's an actual professor of statistics
Oh, okay.
and he does picks and
Cool.
he's got LA here. He
Oh,
does. He only does plus money picks.
you
Like
tell me that after I pick the Sharks?
he only
Really?
takes dogs.
Really?
That's all. But the thing with him is you have to do his picks over a long period of time, and you will be up money over a long period of time. But sometimes he can go 8 days in a row and he won't get one. So, yeah, it's very weird. But he's a fascinating dude. I've talked to him actually. Really great guy. Nice guy.
All right. So now we got the Saturday,
Yeah.
the docket of Saturday games.
Your
Right.
screen is getting smaller and smaller.
Isn't it
Okay,
though?
before we go in there, if you want all, if you can do all of Saturday's games, and I don't know, Hockey News Reports can they do Sunday's games too? If you go into the chat room or go into the comment section of my last video, hit the link. You can do whatever picks. We're gonna do Saturday because it's fun here. but you can do all the Saturdays. We won't do Sundays, just all of Saturdays
Yeah, yeah.
if you want,
Uh,
because we're not going to get to all of Saturdays today.
we might not even get to all of Saturdays either.
We're definitely not getting to all the Saturdays
One,
today, so
two, three,
there's no
four,
way.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 of them. So,
Yeah,
all right.
there's no way. We're not even going to
All
try.
right.
But if
Well,
you
let's
want to
start.
do all the Saturdays, go there and fill them in so you can get the extra points.
Do do. All right. So let's start off with Florida versus Dallas. We could probably do this if we just cranked it off.
Stars. Yeah, and then they could do the picks for Sunday, but it's not that big of a deal if they can't get it
Okay.
because they can always go over there and fill it in afterwards, anyways.
Okay.
And I like to talk about the games. That's the fun part, and
Okay.
it's all about having fun.
It is. It's all
Yes,
about having frolic.
frolic. Yes,
There you go.
even more than fun.
More than fun. All right. So Florida versus Dallas is the first game here on the docket.
I'm doing Saturday in the link, so, and I got a bolt. So all right, Mike, thanks for coming in. All right, Panthers versus Stars. Can the Stars, after beating up Chicago, do it again to the Panthers too?
Uh-uh.
No,
No. This
no.
is I don't think Dallas can no, I got Florida with this one all the way.
Okay, what do you got on the score?
4-1.
4-1 Panthers.
Yep.
Okay, I got Sasha. Now I'm doing Bill T.
And then Lance is the same score, 3-2 Panthers. Lance LaRose, 3-2
Yeah.
Panthers. Toby Valora is Stars 4-3. Kyle Mercer is Stars 3-2.
Wow, look at the Stars guys coming out of the woodwork here. Who was it that had Mercer had Stars?
Mercer had Stars. Toby had Stars.
3-2 Stars. Okay. Uh, we might have guys heading over to the other room to fill in all that. So I'm gonna say 4. Oh, you already did 4-1.
You can have it.
I'm gonna say 4-2. 4-2 Panthers. Twinkle, twinkle there, bud. Okay.
Because he's picking the Stars.
Yeah, I got it. I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it. I saw what you did there.
Yeah, all right. Next game is Boston, Philadelphia. Do we really need to talk about this one?
Bruins
Really?
versus Flyers.
Yeah.
Bruins versus Flyers. Swayman in that.
Probably.
It might be better if Halak is in that for the Flyers.
Yeah, because I don't know, man. I think Rask might be done with his back and
Well,
everything.
I
Yeah, I
think
think
I
he
think
might be done.
I think his career might be over. He's been kind of hinting at that for a while now. I
Yeah,
feel.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was actually surprised that he came back and played this year. Because after he left from the bubble last year, I was surprised that he was coming back this
That
year.
that was just a family issue, but
No, I know. I
yeah.
understand. But still, I was surprised. Anyway, so Boston, Philadelphia, I got to go Boston all the way on this one, 4-1.
Valora is going Flyers.
Oh, Toby. I tell you, there's no twinkle twinkle on that one, buddy. That's just closing your eyes and putting your finger on the book on hope they win.
Steel sounds far away. Is anybody else having that problem? I don't know why.
No, he said just kidding. He
Oh, okay.
said just
Oh,
kidding.
just kidding.
Yeah, just kidding.
Phil T. Okay.
Sasha 3-2 overtime Flyers. Wow. Avatar's back. All right. Did you get Mercer 6-2 Bruins?
Sasha 3-2 Flyers.
Yep, overtime.
Wow. He's right. LaRose.
5-1 Bruins.
Bruins. Who did you just say? Did I get?
Lance LaRose, 5-1 Bruins.
Yeah. Avatar 3-0. Oh, you're screwing me up. You got to post your Avalanche one to because I can't go back and do it now.
I agree, Sasha. I agree.
Go to my last video, and in the link you can put your picks for any ones you don't put up here. And we're gonna try to work on that over.
So we're doing the Bruins and the Flyers Avatar. What you got? 3-2 Bruins
3-2.
Avatar. Yeah. Okay.
I don't like this game. I think the Flyers can actually win this game.
Well,
It's
they could have actually won the game last night
They
too.
could always actually win any game. Uh, the Bruins, no McAvoy.
Look at his face. Look at how scrunched up he is, man.
Yeah.
He's really trying hard to not pick the Bruins.
Well, there's no McAvoy in there. I mean, how do you
Stop it. Just stop it.
how do you
Seriously. Come on.
how do you lose to a Bruins team with no McAvoy?
Because
They're on
they
the
can.
the on the
Because
flyer
they can.
the Flyers are on the road
Yeah, this is in Philly.
in Philly. Okay. 4-3 Flyers. I did it.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks.
Pro, wait,
He was fighting himself, and the fight he had, he lost. Himself won, and he picked the Flyers. I have the entire first line on Boston, and I consider it Boston. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Kyle, for sure. All right, next game is Detroit versus Carolina, and this is in Carolina.
oh boy.
Do we really? I mean, really? Really?
Maybe
Really?
if we're gonna do lots of games, let's not do this one. Let's do a different one. If we're gonna miss some games, you can put that one in the chat.
All right, Chicago, Columbus.
Uh, okay, that's more like it.
Okay.
Blackhawks
I,
versus Jackets. Uh, yeah, I should be the Blackhawks as well, but Jackets are voodoo. Who knows? Yeah,
I'm
don't worry about the Canes one. We're not going to do the Canes one. We're going to do Chicago and the Jackets. Put that in the chat. Go into my last video and do that there.
Well, do me a favor then. While you're there filling it out, put me down for Carolina 3-2.
Okay. Okay, I'll try
Okay.
to remember that. Toby, Jackets 4-3. Wow.
Chicago really needs this game, and they play Columbus in 2 days after this on Monday, so they're playing a little home and home set here with them. So I really think Chicago needs to win this game if they want to stay on pace with Nashville. So I got to go with Chi-Town on this, and I'm going to go with 2-1.
Wow, everybody's going CBJ here.
Nuh-uh.
3 Jackets.
Mercer's going Chicago. I'm going Chicago.
Well, I mean,
Avatar's going Chicago.
I don't have Mercer down here yet. Where did I get Mercer?
Kyle Mercer, Chicago 4-3.
Who else?
Sasha has Canes.
I'm not
But
worrying about that one.
yeah, no, sorry about that one. Let's see. Uh,
Avatar 4-1 Hawks.
did you get Toby Velour? Jackets 4-3
Yep.
and Avatar 4-1 Hawks.
Yeah, I just got that. Who else had? You said somebody else had the Blackhawks that I'm missing here.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
Sasha's going with them too. Sasha
Sasha.
3-2,
Sasha's who I was looking for.
right? And then and then Mercer's going 4-3 Chicago, and then I'm taking Chicago. So there you go.
Steal. What did you say for the Hawks?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
4-1. Uh-oh. Roni says, go Chicago.
I don't like Columbus Blue Jackets. What the I don't like who. It depends on who they're gonna have in net. Uh, Lankinen probably won't have two bad games in a row, though, will he? Probably not.
No, but see, Chicago needs these wins. That's why I'm picking them. They need this win and they need the next one, especially after the loss they had last night. So I think they need these two wins anyway. Okay.
I
Do you
got
want to do
what?
do you want to do Winnipeg and Montreal or Ottawa, Toronto, or Tampa Bay, Nashville?
First of all, I did 2-1 Hawks. Winnipeg, Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto, or Tampa Bay, Nashville.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, Nashville. What the? Who knows what's going to happen to that game? Let's do that one.
Okay. So, man, when we did our picks earlier this morning for the Saturday games, me and John were split on this, and he took Nashville and I took Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay is starting to come back around again, even though they seem to be bored with the regular season, and they're just trying to get to the postseason. They still need to win games, no matter what you do. And this is going to be one of those games where I think they need to be up for. It's in Nashville, and I'm going with Tampa Bay on this one. And I'm going to say this is an overtime game, 4-3.
Okay, 4-3 Bolts in OT. Alrighty. Uh, who's in net? That's the thing we don't know. I mean, if it's McElhaney in net, forget about it. But I don't
Yeah.
think it will be McElhaney in net because they need that game too badly.
That's what I mean. So yeah, they're going to have their best foot forward. Tampa Bay 31-9.
Oh, hold
Oh,
on.
that was the Super Bowl score. Oh, uh,
3-1
you know,
Bolts.
of all the teams to win the bloody Super Bowl, it does. Anyway.
There's the first Preds one. I was waiting for some Preds one. Avatar. And then
Yep,
Mercer comes in with the Preds.
yep. Bill has Tampa Bay 4-3 shootout. See, that's what I think is going to be overtime shootout, whatever. Yeah, that's what I think is going to be.
4-3 overtime. Doesn't matter.
Uh,
Shootout, overtime, same thing.
yeah. Toby's going 3-1 Tampa Bay.
Yeah, yeah, I got that.
Okay. Who are you going with?
I didn't want to pick this because Tampa Bay's ticked me off all year long. Sasha,
Going with the Bolts
four
4-1.
one Bolts. They've ticked me off so much, this team. But they slammed Columbus last game. Think they got enough now? They think this is the time, the last 15 games of the season, where they decide to actually start playing some hockey. Stamkos is injured, remember? But everybody in the land is injured for Nashville. Oh, man. Did anybody take 3-2 Bolts? No. 3-2
No.
Bolts in overtime. I don't do that often. I want to say overtime.
Oh, he's taking the overtime. See,
Uh,
Kyle Mercer said he's not taking the OT because he doesn't want to risk the get earning 0 points. Michael Irish Preds 3-1.
3-1 Preds. Michael Irish, if you want to put your picks in for all of the games that we did, which is yesterday and today, go to my last video I did. Go up on the top of the comments. There's a link pinned to that. Go in there and write it out and tell me to put whatever your picks are. Hockey News Reports knows how to do this. We'll see how it works out. I hope it works out okay. But he says we can do it, so we're doing that.
So what do you do now? You go to
You go to the last video I did, which
yeah.
is the latest video, which will be on the top. You go into the comments section. In the comments section, on the top of the comments, there'll be a pinned link. Hit that link, and you will see a picks survey picks thing, and you just write in your picks for each game. Yours and Julie's, and I hope everything's going well with you, my friend. It's been a while since I've seen you. I know you've had. I think you've had some issues there. So I hope everything is well. Yeah,
Huh.
Avatar as well. Avatar had some issues, I do believe, as well.
Let me see.
Family stuff.
Let me see if this works.
Okay, we got time for one more game.
Hey, look, I just posted a link. It doesn't show up as a link,
It doesn't
but I
work.
can.
You can see it, but we can't see it.
What do you mean you can't see
Uh,
it? Can you?
no, you can't see it. I can take a picture and show you. Nobody will see it but you.
Well, isn't that just a bummer?
Yeah, they won't let you. I don't. I'm gonna check this weekend to see if it's something to do with my.
What if we put it in the comments section?
In what? In here? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. If you put it in the comment section, it won't show up.
No, no, you mean, okay, hold on a second
Where
here.
everybody's chatting in a live chat.
No, no, not there. Not
Oh, the
there.
comment section down there.
The
Yeah.
comments section.
Now maybe that would work.
Yeah, let me try that once. Let me see if we can go into the comments section and say click on this link. Let's put a good link in there to click on. Um,
Now,
oh,
even if you are a mod, it doesn't matter because Hockey News Reports is a mod. Hockey News Reports is a mod, and it doesn't work for me, and I'm kind of the mod, so it doesn't work.
I just want to see once if I can put it in the comments. Paste and
Yeah,
comments.
it should work in the comments. I never.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you go to the comments set, what do you need to go to? The in the comments section down here after the show, or whenever you post the show, then you can put in the comments there the link to whatever you need to do.
Okay. Let me do it right now. All right. Anyways, I got it copied. We're almost done here. I guess we. Okay, are we gonna do one more team, or are we gonna call our day here?
Do you want to do the Edmonton Calgary game, or do you want to
Oh,
do the
Edmonton Calgary. Is
Minnesota?
it Edmonton Calgary? We got to do that, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the
That'll be the last game. Edmonton Calgary.
Oilers versus Flames rivalry game. Well, we got to do that.
This is the final battle of Alberta, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, we should do that game for sure. Uh,
Okay.
this is kind of like the this is the Flames season here. This game, I would
They
say.
have one more after this. They have
Yeah, I
one
know, but
more
if
game
they
after
can't
this.
win this one, I'm just saying if they don't win this one, their season's over. I
Three,
think. I
four,
think, anyways.
5. So they played how many times? One,
Uh,
two, four,
seven,
five,
six,
six, seven.
six.
So
This will be the
so
seventh
Edmonton
one,
is 5-2. Edmonton's 5-2 so far on the season series,
right?
right? So all these wins have all been rather significant wins. There's only been a couple of close games, but for the most part, 7-3, 1, 7-1, 4-6-4. So there was a couple of 3-2s and a 2-1 game and a 4-3 game, but for the most part, they were yeah. So I also agree with you too. I think Calgary is pretty much. I think they need to change their core. They need to because they brought in the new coach Sutter, and they're not able to win with the group of talent that's on the team now. They don't fit his style and his system, so they pretty much need to blow it up and start kind of bringing in guys that's going to fit Sutter's system here. And I'm looking for Edmonton to continue to roll in here, and they need this game too to try to stay in pace with Toronto being 5 points back. So I'm going to go with Edmonton 7-3.
Oh, Sasha changed midstream. He's going 3-2 Flames now. Oh, 7-3. Wow. 7-3 Oilers for Steele. Oh, Toby
Mm-hmm.
as well. is going
Flames.
4-2 Flames. Yeah, two.
What you?
What I mean is like him and Sasha are both going Flames. Why not? Uh, well, the Oilers are my team, and the Flames really are bad. Uh, and what did the Oilers just barely beat Ottawa last game? Nugent Hopkins is injured, and that really is not good for us. I still think they're going to win though, but I don't think they're going to win convincingly. I'm going to say 4-3 Oilers. Markstrom is poopty this year. They're like, yeah, this the whole team. Oh, look at that! He just got in here in Gracia. 5-4 Flames. A lot of Flames people. In Gracia, I'm going to put the link in the comment section of here, and you can write down all your picks for Friday and Saturday. Even though we didn't get to all the Saturdays, we'll still do all the Saturdays. You can just put it in the link. I'm going to give you a link, and you can put them all in there. He told me the Blues the other night. Yeah, I got the wrong one. It was the day before that I thought we were going to hit it, but it was that night. It was that night, and not the game before. And but yeah, Lindholm big night. Lindholm big night. What's that all about? Lindholm. Oh, for Flyers, you mean? Lindholm having a big night. I don't know. Lindholm, I think, seeing one more year to recuperate still yet, right?
I don't know. I think that he needed to take a little bit more time to kind of get his legs underneath him a little bit, and I think maybe he tried to come back a little bit too soon. So, but look, I haven't had a problem with how he's played this year. I mean, he's gonna have that off season this year. I think where he's gonna finally be able to start putting on some weight and start bulking up, hitting the weight room. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to just maintain, he's going to be able to build. So.
Yeah. Okay, boys and girls. Well, that's the week for this week, and Monday we have the weekend report, or whatever you want to call it, the weekend review, and we'll have probably fabulous, charming guests, maybe, or just me.
But oh yeah, it's
And
going to be tough though
oh, what am I
because to
talking about? Monday is trade deadline.
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
be.
we'll be
We're
on.
gonna be on
We're
with
going to be on
John.
John's channel. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Make sure you go over to Off the Wall John. Off the Wall John. If you're not subscribed to him, and I don't know, like who's not subscribed to the goat. I don't know.
I
Every
mean, right?
exactly. Everybody in the land should already be subscribed there, but I don't know. Maybe you're from far away lands and don't know who he is. His name is John from Off the Wall Hockey, aka the Goat. We're gonna be there with Joe, the Pro Joe. Professor Joe says he's gonna be there. The Prize, Peyton on the radio. Go subscribe to his channel and
Yeah, man.
Sports Fanatic News too. He's fantastic.
Yep,
Steele says he's going to be there, right?
yep. Perlo's going to be there. Hey, man.
I'm
What,
gonna.
what, what?
So all of this show is going to be on Monday there. So we'll have time gaps. I don't think the trades are going to be flowing so much that we can't talk about our
Yeah, I
picks
agree.
and
I
all
agree.
that stuff like that, and we can still do picks and all of that stuff like that.
Probably, yeah. I would also like to say this too. Please check out the Hockey Writers Inc. The new show we put out
Right.
just this morning. I do the show with Lance Green. He's a Flyers sports writer for the Philadelphia Flyers. He writes for FlyersNittyGritty.com. We just put out a new show. We do that usually every Friday mornings. We've had Jim Jackson on the show. We've had Bill Meltzer on the show.
Yeah.
We're going to have some special guests coming up here in the next 2 weeks as well too. So we've also had Isaiah from Off the Wall or from O and B
Oh,
Puckcast
O
on as
and
well
B.
too.
Thanks for reminding me. I got to promote those
Yeah,
guys
man.
more. O and B are fantastic.
Got to check them guys out, man.
If
They are the standard for
If
sure.
it
So
wasn't for the Nitty Gritty Gang, we wouldn't be here.
that's right.
Jamie Basco is a man among men. He is amazing, amazing human
That's why
being,
we call him Captain America, man.
amazing, amazing human being, amazing sports writer. Absolutely. Check out Jamie Basco. He's incredible. Those guys are the reason why we got together.
Exactly.
Love those guys.
Exactly. Thank you very
And
much,
let's
everybody,
not
for
forget
watching.
Sweet Slapshot Sweethearts as well. Go check them
Yeah,
out.
man.
They're amazing as well. Okay,
Awesome
guys,
stuff.
that's my full 42. Remember, off the wall, we'll all be there. So don't come looking for this land and go, where is everything? You've been told. Now you know.
Peace out.
Have a great day, everybody. Lots of love to you. Okay, bye.